Hello everyone! I am excited today because I'm gonna be showing you a haul. And while that's mighty exciting, it's also mighty depressing because it means I spent money, but you know, I've been really good and some of this stuff was purchased with gift cards and some of it is from Goodwill, so I'm a justifier. Like said, I've got some stuff from H&M, I've got some stuff from Sephora, I've got a thing from M.A.C, and then I've also got things from Goodwill. So 4 places, lots of things, and excitement. I hope you're as excited as I am. Alright, so was that the weirdest intro ever? I'm not good at intros. Let's dive in. What would you like me to start with? Not that you can answer me. I guess I'm gonna start off with makeup. First up, we have a loan purchase from M.A.C. And I think it's so funny that they had to give me, well they didn't have to, but they didn't ask either, and they gave me this whole bag all for one itty bitty little lipstick. Lipstick, naughty. I have been lusting after this luster lipstick. I'm sure you've heard about it. I feel like it's been getting a lot of hype around YouTube and that community, and it deserves it. I'm wearing it today, first off. And then second off, I think the people at the M.A.C counter at the department store that I frequent, like if I ever am going to work and I get to the mall early and I need to kill like 10 minutes, I'll just go to the M.A.C counter and sit there and swatch like my whole hand and arm in M.A.C things and then never buy anything. So I think I freak those M.A.C girls out because I just stand there and just like But the one that I was lusting after the most was this luster finish lipstick called Plumful, like said. And it is just, it's so gorgeous. I don't really know how to describe it other than a plum color, but since it's a luster finish, it's sheer. It's not really sheer though. I mean, it's definitely got pigment to it, and it's just got that classic M.A.C smell, the vanilla. It just feels good, nice and moisturizing on the lips, and I actually find that the M.A.C lipsticks, it's kind of sad that they cost so much because I feel like they definitely don't last as long as some of like my Wet n Wild lipsticks, but you know, it's the novelty of it, and I actually find that their luster finishes last a decent amount of time on me. Maybe a touch up every 3 hours or so, which isn't too bad. Plus you feel super fancy pulling this out of your purse. So I went to Sephora the other day, and I guess Tori was with me for the M.A.C thing as well. She comes more into play with the Sephora stuff because she's an enabler, which is awesome and horrible all at the same time, but then again, I'm a horrible enabler too. If someone says the words, oh my gosh, I love this, I've been wanting it for so long, get it. I don't care if it's gonna look ugly on you, I'm still gonna tell you to get it. You fulfill those fantasies, girlfriend. I don't usually tack on the girlfriend, but you know. So Tori and I went to Sephora because we both have makeup needs. And by needs, I mean wants and feelings. I actually didn't. No, I did go there with a purpose. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. But I ended up getting a couple things anyways, and then one thing is also from something that Tori got. So I guess I'll start off with that. Tori got that Illamasqua surprise box set type thing that's like, you know, value of $1 million, but you only pay 10. I actually think it's like 60. I don't know if all of those surprise boxes contain different things, but the one that she got was really good and suits her so well. But she doesn't use nail polish like ever, and she knows that I love nail polish, and so the nail polish that came in the set she just gave to me since I will use it and she wouldn't. And it is just this purple polish. I've never tried an Illamasqua polish before, so I'm actually really excited because I feel like I hear good things about these. I don't know how to pronounce this one. Jomina? Jomine? Jomine? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce this. You tell me. Tell me in the comments below. It's just so fun. I don't have a polishless color, and I'm really excited to use this. Thank you, Tori. I'm glad that your happiness also gave me happiness. Meh. On to the things that I actually purchased for myself at Sephora. The first thing is something that I have literally been wanting for months. It might actually be more in the year range. It's this Tarte Amazonian 12-hour clay blush, and it is in Natural Beauty. I was lusting after this for so long, but never really committed to it because it's a color. I mean, it's not your typical peachy blush. This is a color blush. Does that make sense? No. It's this really gorgeous muted red. I think they call it a strawberry, which I think is pretty accurate for this. I love their products. The staying power is amazing. The pigmentation is amazing. The quality of the product is amazing just in general. And this is just a really unique color blush. I have it on today and it just looks like someone's been pinching my cheeks in adoration all day. Very happy with this purchase. And then next up is something that I've been lusting after maybe only for like a month because I feel like this just came out. But the minute I saw it, I just knew. I knew it had to be mine. And it is the NARS Light Reflecting Setting Powder, the pressed powder. And it is beautiful. I mean, the fact that they even put it in this little case, shut up. Do I need this little case over the compact? No. Am I gonna use it anyways? Duh. So it's basically your typical, you know, NARS packaging. Slightly, kind of a lot bigger than their blush little compact things. And this is gonna look so gross to you guys. I feel really bad, but you know, it's a pressed powder and it's got this weird, you get the beautiful product after you kind of scrape off the top. I don't know if I got like a dud or something or if all of them are gonna be like that, but so I kind of had to dig with my brush and my nail a little bit, which is sad for a NARS product. Like I really shouldn't have to do that for this, but once you get to the goodness, I can't even describe to you. I mean, the feeling of this, it's just silk and it's just gorgeous. It's tough because it's not something that I think really shows up on camera, but I think it's something that people will say, wow, your skin looks really nice today. I'm really happy with this, especially since I'm having to finish up that Revlon Colorstay Foundation nastiness. And since that doesn't really make my skin look fantastic, this stuff does. So it really controls the oil. I've had this on for 5-ish hours and I am not oily at all, and I usually get oily like on my T-zone and whatnot. I feel like I look slightly flawless. Moving on to H&M. First off, I got this set of rings. They're just really plain silver rings. Nothing really special, but I like them. And then next, kind of boring, but I got some socks because I do need socks. And these are just so squishy and soft and delicious and adorable. Freaking polka dots. I mean, who doesn't love a cute polka dot squishy soft sock? No one. Next up, I got this striped kind of, I can't call this a sweatshirt, but I feel like I can't call it a sweater either, but it's just a really comfy, nice shirt. It's really plain and kind of boring, but I mean, you can dress it up to an extent and then dress it down to a major extent, and so I'm just excited to have this for comfy lazy days. And then another sweater that I got, I'm so happy with this. I don't know how you would describe this color. It's almost like a beige olive khaki. Does that make any sense? It's really kind of a typical looking knit sweater in the front, but then in the back, it's got this really subtle but definitely noticeable hole kind of cutout thing. I just think that's such a cool little detail, and like I said, it's not really revealing enough where I'm gonna feel scandalous wearing this during the day, and I think it's just really cute little detail for a sweater. And I'm really happy with that because I'm a really sweaty person, and so that'll be really nice to ventilate because it's a thick enough knit where it's gonna keep you warm, but if I do, like, if I'm like walking up a bunch of stairs or something and I get all sweaty, I'll have that nice ventilation in the back, which is where I get sweaty and just These jeans I'm also really excited about because I have a really hard time finding pants and kind of bottoms in general at H&M. First off, H&M bottoms run about a size smaller, so if you're normally a size 10, you would want to get a size 12 at H&M. If you're a size 6, you would want to get a size 8 at H&M. Right now, I'm at a pretty solid 12, and H&M really does not, they go up to 14, but sometimes their 14s don't quite fit me. They're still a little too tight, so sad. But I was able to find one of their $10 jeans that fit me in a size 33. And they're great. They're just really plain, classic, ink, indigo, colored skinny jeans. I don't know. And then lucky me, I got another pair of pants at H&M. And they're just kind of this olive, khaki green, army green, whatever you're gonna want to call it. And they're just a typical skinny jean. The only thing that throws me off about these, the button and whatnot, is on the wrong side. And so it really threw me off when I went to button these, because I'm used to the button being on the right side of my pants and the hole for the button to go in on the left, but these are the opposite. And so it's just really weird doing up the button on these. But other than that, they fit me well. Alright, so that is it from H&M. On to the good stuff, which is Goodwill. And sadly, I didn't get a ton from Goodwill. I don't know, it just wasn't my day. So I got a couple shirts and then I got some knicky-knackies and books and stuff. But first off, I got this picture frame. I love getting picture frames at Goodwill because they cost you, you know, a good like 10-15 bucks at Target. Heck no. And this was only 99 cents at Goodwill. On to books. I was really excited to find Memoirs of a Geisha. I read this book probably 3 years ago now, and I loved it. It was really good, and so I'm glad to have it. I think I was reading my mom's copy of it. Either way, it's not mine, and so I don't have it, but now I have it for myself. And I think at the Goodwill that I've been going to, their hardcovers are $3, $2.99. So for a hardcover book that I already know that I love, I have no problem spending $3 on it. The next one I actually haven't read before, but it sounds kind of like my kind of a book, and I wanted this one more, what is it called? A Million Little Pieces. I just kind of know it as the book with the sprinkle hand on it, and the book that Oprah just like ripped apart. Because apparently this guy, I don't know, he said that it was nonfiction, but really it's super fictitious. I don't know, it's about this guy, he's a crack addict and whatnot, and he's in rehab? I don't know. From what I can tell, the writing is really like, you know what I mean? Kind of pretentious and kind of to the point. We'll see how I like it. Their paperback books at this Goodwill were only $1.99, so I was like, you know what? For a cheap thrill, and I can see what all the hype and the sadness and the madness was about, I can invest in that. Next book that I got, I was so excited. I love finding art books at Goodwill, especially ones that I actually care about the art that's in it. And this one is just an impressionism book, and they kind of talk about a painter, you know, say who it was, what time they lived, and then give kind of a little story about that painter, and then it shows, you know, one or two of their paintings and kind of how they fit into the realm of impressionism, that art movement. On to the clothes that I got from Goodwill. Just the two shirts. First off, I just got this really kind of sheer knit top, which again, I'm sweaty, so I kind of like these sheer things, but they're not too sheer. And it's just nice. It's got like a nice flowy sleeve so it can detract from my muscular arms and shoulders and whatnot. And it fits in all the right places and flares in all the right places, so it's really flattering on me. And then next up, I know this shirt looks so ugly, especially kind of in this first shot that I'm showing you here, when it's just kind of out in the open for everyone to see, but I really like the pattern on this, and I like the neutrality of it. And I think if it's tucked into like a high-waisted pencil skirt, or you know, any kind of a high-waisted something. Like I said, this shirt just needs some waist definition. Designers, they tend to think that because I have a large chest, that means the rest of me is obese. And so for me to find things, especially button-ups, that are gonna button in the front and not pull and gap, that means that they think my stomach is like 2 to 3 times larger than it actually is, and that I don't have a waist. So sadly, I just kind of have to work around these things and, like said, be fancy with my belting, with my tucking, with my tying. But, you know, such is life. So yeah, you guys, that's it. Kind of feels short, but now that I'm looking at my timer and I see that I only have 3 minutes left, I've actually been yapping for a very long time, and this will probably be a typical Cassie length video of 15 to 20 minutes. So I hope you don't mind. I know some people get kind of mad at me, or, you know, they say, hey, helpful hint, maybe your video should be shorter. And I'm like, well, yeah, maybe, but I just can't do it. I'm a yapper, and you know, oh, I love your personality, but your videos are so long. And I'm like, well, that's kind of my personality. I'm winded. So I like to talk. I like to talk with you guys. I like to have conversations with you down below. So please leave me a comment. I will absolutely reply back to you, unless you just say, you know, a period, like what, I can't respond to that. But if you leave me a comment, even just saying, hi, I'll probably leave you a comment saying, hi. Either way, good to see you all, and I will just see you for my next video, whenever that is. So stay well until then. Bye!